This story happened when I joined the hospital as an intern. I was paired with my mentor, an experienced surgeon named Woody. For obvious reasons, my colleague's real name is being withheld. There were 2 heavy patients on the ward after a traffic accident and a few stable patients. It was the first hour of the night. My instructor decided to sleep until 3 o'clock, and I was told to keep an eye on the instrument readings, write everything down in the logbook, and if anything, wake me up immediately, but no later than 3 o'clock. Let me explain why. It has long been observed that the greatest number of deaths occur between 3 and 5 o'clock in the morning. There are many theories about this, but the fact remains that at dawn, the heavy must be watched at all times. I let Woody take a nap in the nurses' lounge and went to the ward. Stopped by, took notes. Everything was normal. I went to the resident's room to fill out a log. I'm sitting there and I hear someone walking and stomping, and it sounded like they were barefoot. I thought, who could it be? Usually the nurse walks around us barely audible because she's wearing soft slippers. Woody's step is heavy and slow. Our patients don't walk, they're all under machines. And that one of the patients from the next room came in and got lost at 2 in the morning is almost unbelievable. Nevertheless, the sound of footsteps came closer and closer, and I felt uneasy. The stomping accelerated, almost running, and finally stopped at the entrance to the resident's room. Through the ajar door, I could see only the dark hallway. Not a sound came from outside. "Come in," I said, in a voice hoarse with fear. There was silence. I got up from the chair on wobbly legs and, taking a clerical knife from the desk as a weapon, walked uncertainly toward the exit. It was empty. Exhaling, I was angry. Someone had decided to play a prank on me. I decided to find the Joker and walked down the hallway, imagining telling him everything I thought. But I never found anyone. In the nurse's room, my mentor was snoring, and in the sanitary room, the duty nurse, Nota, was sleeping on a chair, covered with her jacket. It was unlikely that either of these 2, tired after the day shift, had taken off their shoes and were running down the hallway trying to scare the intern. No, Nota and Woody are definitely beyond suspicion. I keep walking. No one. I get to the stairs, and there's a young guy standing there in his underwear. And his eyes were, in a word, crazy. He was looking at me, and I was looking at him. Before he could say a word, the elevator started up and rumbled down the ward. When I looked back, the guy was gone, but I didn't care about him. It turned out that someone on the cardiology ward had suddenly gotten sick and had been brought to us. When I got up to the room, resuscitation was in full swing. As an intern, I was not allowed to go near the patient, but I could observe. I looked over my co-worker's shoulder and marveled. They were pumping the same guy who was standing on the stairs. How could that be? He was brought to us at the exact moment we were both standing on the stairs. Thank God, the guy was pumped out. A few days later, he was taken to cardiology again, and I had a chance to talk to him. 20-year-old Varlan, a childhood invalid with a congenital heart defect, remembered only that he fell asleep and then ran down a long corridor and stairs and could not get out. Apparently that night, I met his soul.